So I recently picked up this book, Influence, The Psychology of Persuasion by Robert Cialdini, and not even gonna lie, the amount of stuff I learned in this book blew my mind. So in this video, I'm gonna go through the 6 principles of persuasion. Let's get into it. So the first influence of persuasion that I learned from this book was reciprocation, and that is that we feel obligated to give people back what they've given to us. Now let me give you an example. Let's say we're friends, and it's your birthday and I've got you a gift and a birthday card. When my birthday comes, you're more likely to do the same for me because you feel like you owe me something for what I did for you. And this is how you could persuade people into doing stuff for you. I mean, this could be in loads of different forms. So like you could use that against friends, or maybe company use that against us. Or you might have seen this where they would send you a free gift or give you like a coupon, free sample. It works in greater ways because you could do a small favor for someone and they could even pay you back with something bigger than that. Now the second principle of persuasion that's talked about in this book is scarcity. Is that people tend to want more of something that there's not an abundance in. Now I'll give you an example. When you're booking flights, they might say there's only 2 seats available. They might have a time offer on, and when you see that timer, you have a certain urge of like, yo, I need to hurry up and get this before it's gone. Or when you're booking a hotel, they might say only 2 rooms available, and it's all to get you to buy from them as quick as possible because they want your money, obviously. Recently I was booking a flight actually, I seen there's only 2 seats available. So what I did, I just opened up another tab and I tried to book for like 4 people and see if it would work, and it obviously worked because it was just a lie. They just want you to buy as quick as possible. So that's another thing that companies do to get you to buy from them. You might even use the trick against your friends or anyone, try and persuade them to do stuff for you. Now the third principle of persuasion is authority. People tend to comply with requests when they believe it's coming from someone who's in power or someone above them. Now let me give you an example. So let's say you're going to park your car and someone is there with a high vest on and they're giving you instructions, go here, go there. Now you're automatically going to follow what they're saying, even though the person might not even be in charge or might not even work for the company. Because of the uniform they're wearing, you automatically assume they're empowered to give you instructions or whatever to follow. Now this is something that companies know and they use that against us. I know I've fallen victim to it and you probably have too, so be sure to watch out for that one. Now let's get into the 4th principle of persuasion, and that is commitment and consistency. People tend to be consistent in the actions they take. I'll give you an example. So imagine someone's come up to you in public and like, oh, could you please look after my bike while I go into the shop because we're not allowed the bikes in there. Now they've gone into the shop, and then someone has come outside and tried to take the bike or even run away with the bike. You're more likely to go and chase them after the bike because you're committed to looking after the bike for them. And I'll give you another scenario. Imagine if someone's just left their bike there and they've gone into the shop, but they've not told you to look after it, and someone else has come to rob the bike. In that case, you might not even try stopping them or say anything because you've not made any commitment that you have to stay consistent to. So this is another principle of persuasion you need to watch out for. Now the 5th principle of persuasion is liking. Us as human beings, we tend to like people that are more similar to us. We tend to obey people that we like. Example, like relatives or people with the same interests as you. This is why sometimes when you're going to buy something, or a salesman might ask you unrelated questions. Example, what's your favorite team? So they find out what similarities you have together, and then they could use the principle of liking and similarity to make you like them. Because example, you both like the same football team, let's say Manchester United, and you find out that he's a United fan as well, and you talk to him, your bond is going to be pretty tight because you both have something you like and similarity. You tend to get persuaded easily by this type of person. Another example, when companies hire well-known celebrities that a lot of people like to promote their products, because they know if you're selling a football kit or football equipment and you've got Ronaldo on it, it's more likely to sell because a lot of people people know Ronaldo's face and they like him as a person. He's got a good brand and people associate him as a good footballer, which he obviously is. Now let's get into the last principle of persuasion, and that's social proof. And this one, I don't care who you are falling this victim to this one. So social proof is when people tend to do what other people are doing. And this might be, without even knowing you're doing it. Example, when you shop on Amazon, what's the first thing you do? You read the reviews and see what other people are saying about this item. Let's say you go to an event and you don't know where the entrance is. What I tend to do is just see where everyone's going and I'll just follow there because that's most likely where the entrance is. And that is social proof. Because as people, we tend to not want to go our own way. We tend to want to follow what everyone's doing because we assume that if everyone's doing it, it's probably the right thing to do. This is one powerful way to persuade people to do what you want. And I think a lot of companies know this. This is why they always ask for reviews. This is why you're most likely to even watch a YouTube video that has been suggested to you because maybe it's in your trending and you want to know what it's about, because if it's in your trending, then that means a lot of people have been watching it and talking about it. These are the 6 principles of persuasion. And if you made it this far into the video, then you obviously like this, so please go ahead and drop a like, leave a comment, tell me which one of these principles of persuasion was your favorite one,